Hey, it's Maren, and today I'm going to be talking about the full moon in Aquarius happening August 15th, and here in New York Eastern Time will be at 8:30 a.m., so adjust accordingly for wherever you're at on Earth. Full moons are times of culmination where the sun is opposite the moon, and for each of us, we can think too how it's hitting our own natal chart, which I will explain at the end of the video, and what's built up over the past half a year for us and what's coming to completion. There's a Sun-Venus conjunction in Leo, all opposite the Aquarius moon, but there's a Sun-Venus conjunction in Leo, and Mercury and Mars will also be in Leo, but not quite as close together. This is a dynamic of the self versus the collective. It's this thought of who we are and who are we in terms of the larger group. It's an empowering release. Full moons are times of energetic release, and this is empowering with all this Martian, Mercurial, Venusian energy in Leo opposite the moon in Aquarius. Where are we allowing ourselves to now shine through and release our personal power? Do watch out though for self-aggrandizement or any type of like me energy with Mars and Leo specifically with all of this. Just watch out for, it can be all about you, but don't make it all about you unless it is really all about you. Because this might be, depending on where it's hitting in your chart, about other people and things in your life. Mercury in Leo will be in a tight square to Uranus over in Taurus. So watch out for rash, impulsive decision making. Watch out for being rebellious just for the sake of attention with Leo. Watch out for just trying to be seen. Not all attention is necessarily good attention, especially in this case. And this is a good time for creative downloads because that square to Uranus means things can happen very instantaneously and upgrades can happen, but try not to force them and try not to react. Try to be the recipient of something very impulsive, like a sudden download, a creative download. If you are grounded and receptive rather than greedy and reactive, then is where the magic can happen. You can really have something beautiful come out of this. There's also a trine to Jupiter from the Leo planets to Jupiter in Sagittarius, which just adds this really awesome, beautiful, optimistic energy of seeing the opportunities and the doors opening and being able to harness the expansion happening. This is the first lunation in a while that's basically clear of the nodal axis or the malefics. Besides Mars, but it's not really touching the Capricorn pileup right now. So this is a lot lighter, a lot more creative, and a time to push forward rather than have to do all the internal digging. We really can have this empowered optimism about moving forward if we breathe, if we remain flexible, and we don't try to make it into something about us and shocking or getting attention. So now I'll get into where this is hitting us all for our individual rising signs. If you want more info as to what this means, you can check out my individual forecasts for the month linked below to see what specifically all these houses and how it's hitting each of us means. If you are an Aries rising, this will be happening between your 5th house, 11th house axis. If you are a Taurus rising, this will be happening between your 4th house, 10th house axis. If you are a Gemini rising, this will be happening between your 3rd house, 9th house axis. If you are a Cancer rising, this will be happening between your 2nd house, 8th house axis. If you are a Leo rising, this will be happening between your 1st house, 7th house axis. If you are a Virgo rising, this will be happening between your 12th house, 6th house axis. If you are a Libra rising, this will be happening between your 11th house, 5th house axis. If you are a Scorpio rising, it will be happening between your 10th house, 4th house axis. If you are a Sagittarius rising, this will be happening between your 3rd house, 9th house axis. If you are a Capricorn rising, this will be happening between your 2nd house, 8th house axis. If you are an Aquarius rising, this will be happening between your 1st house, 7th house axis. And if you are a Pisces rising, this will be happening between your 12th house, 6th house axis. So let me know down below where this is hitting you in your chart and leave a comment just describing to me what you think is going to happen. I'd love to know what your expectations are and anything you know is going to be happening regarding these significations, how it's hitting you. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, I do private consultations at the link below, and I would love to read for you. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in the next video.